Hey guys, welcome back to the Profit Channel. You guys already know on this channel we talk about all kinds of investments that can make us some profit. Today I just wanted to talk about Palantir again, just because of some crucial developments that has happened in the past couple of weeks or so. So there is some new competition when it comes to Palantir. Now, I don't know if you guys have been reading or not, but uh, Snowflake and Nvidia has just come up with their own version of sort of somewhat like Foundry, which is basically, a digital twin of yourself and all the things that apparently Palantir can do. Now, I'm gonna uh, touch base on that and tell you guys why I'm not worried about any of that competition right now. And that is for the reason that Palantir, this is the only thing that actually differentiates Palantir with anyone else who's trying to copy them. So obviously, Nvidia and Snowflake used to be in that same business anyway to begin with, but Nvidia just lately came up with some sort of their own version of Foundry. Now, the problem is with those versions of Foundry coming out. So the advantage that Foundry has that no one else actually has right now, which is why, like I said, I'm not worried about this, is because um, Palantir has a level 6 security clearance. So this is like, okay, for example, say I'm some sort of a company that provides AI technology or some sort of software that helps companies or whatever. Now, the problem is that, yeah, these guys have they're trying to create something, but they're just starting. And Palantir started this like 17 years ago, right? So they're way ahead of the curve. So they're almost what they have. It would take someone else like that long to build it. And they're never going to be able to get any kind of governmental contracts. And that is because, like I said, Palantir has level 6 security clearance with the governments. So that is really a barrier to entry for these other companies. So, like, even if they do come up with Foundry or Gotham or whatever else that they can come up with, there's no way that they can compete with Palantir. And that is because they don't have the security clearance. And it is really, really hard to get that because keep in mind, Palantir was funded by CIA and like the government for the longest time to build something that can help them have an upper hand on their enemies or whoever that they're dealing with at the time, right? So yeah, the clearance that they have, that right there alone will nobody else can touch that level, right? And that's just the clearance level, right? So then we talk about, okay, how is their software compared to Palantir's? Because Palantir it's been working with Airbus and like a whole bunch of other car manufacturers and this and like governments and blah. These guys are brand new at this. They're trying to compete and build something that Palantir has been working on and perfecting for the past 17 years. There's no way you can compete with that, right? You're not going to build anything close to that. You might build like a fake version of it, like, but it's not going to be the same, right? Like for example, like there's Tesla that builds their cars, right? They're at a very high level, and then there's also like companies like Fisker or whatever that are trying to build. Like look at Lucid, they built some cars and they had like a few hundred or a thousand or something deliveries a year, and they had to recall all of those back because there were defects in the software or whatever, the cars were shutting down or whatever, right? So these guys, they've perfected this for 17 years. So anyone else who's trying to compete with them would have to kind of had their thing 17 years ago, or if it's brand new, then they would have to buy the licensing from Palantir if they want to compete, which Palantir obviously is not going to sell them um, any kind of licenses or whatever, because they want to monopolize this section. So yeah, so again, I'm not really worried at all about their new competition with Nvidia and Snowflake, that they're trying to copy Foundry or whatever. Nvidia did have something that was, I believe, pretty close to Foundry, but they're now directly trying to copy it. So that's not gonna happen, just because they haven't perfected it for that long. So it's not as good, basically. And on top of that, they don't have the security clearance. And there were some new developments on Palantir trying to compete with one more company to get a $32 million contract lately from the government. So and I'm pretty sure that they're gonna get that as well. And yeah, so those are the developments so far. I just wanted to do a quick video and let you guys know that, yeah, I'm not like, if you guys are hearing about this new competition, in case you're, as a shareholder, you're getting worried that, hey, there's other people trying to copy this system. It's not gonna work, man, because of the reasons I just mentioned, right? So yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Keep investing, guys. Right now is the best time to build wealth. Um, when everyone else is in fear. The fear and greed metric is at all-time high when it comes to fear. So these are the times to build wealth. These are the times that you want to add another zero to your net worth. So do invest. Don't worry about the noise. Don't worry about what the media is telling you. The media is usually manipulated by the Wall Street anyway. So whatever that they're telling you is the opposite of what you should be doing. So if you want to build wealth for the long term and generational wealth, you should be, right now is the best time to be investing in the stock market, or crypto even. Um, so yeah, that's you just have to ignore all the whatever noise that is being fed and trying to brainwash you. Do you believe in the economy 5 years, 10 years from now growing, or going to hell and like going like to zero? No, there's no way that it can go to zero, right? Like there's the possibility of that right now is very low, because we're all North America, for example, is a growing continent. So uh, it's not like Europe where they've already, been through their growth and all that. Asia is still growing right now, but I think if you believe in the American Canadian economy in the long term, and you think it's going to grow, you should be investing for sure. Don't put like all your money into it, obviously, that you only put what you can afford to put in it, and also put it in the safe companies. Don't put it into like stocks that are most likely just like a gamble. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe. I would highly appreciate that. That would help the channel. So yeah, like this is, I'm not pumping like 5 videos a day. It's, for me, it's more quality over quantity. So I would highly appreciate if you guys subscribe to the video, or to the channel rather, and that way I can bring you guys, it can motivate me, and I'll bring you guys really efficient and valuable information when it comes to the stock market. And have yourselves a great long weekend, and enjoy yourself. Be safe.